Professor, you've been nothing if not strong in the defense of your view of the executive.
This one too, by the way.
In fact, I had heard a tape where you had said that the president, under certain circumstances, you think could possibly have the power to crush a child's testicles, if he had a good reason.
I don't, if you listen to that tape, I don't actually say that. I mean, what I was saying is that all the decisions about military strategy and tactics are the president's. That doesn't mean, obviously, I would never be in favor of anything like that. No one in the government would ever...
I think the exact words were, I think I would have to know what the president's reasons were.
I remember, I just said, that's up to the president. Right? It's not up to Congress, is my view.
So the question I have for you, based on that, is how is that different from the Martin Frost comment Richard Nixon made that if the president does it, it's not illegal?
Well, I think it's very different, and I think because of what I spoke about today, which is that the president's powers, when they're used, have to be obviously related to and part of the reason those powers were given to him by the Constitution. So not everything the president does is okay just because he does it. So for example, today President Obama couldn't say, I'm going to impose national health care under my commander-in-chief power, because no one would say health care is related to the effective carrying out of a war. But if the president, as we saw in some of the questions, wanted to drop a nuclear weapon on Moscow during war, that is the president's decision. It's not a decision that you have to do it, though. It's just a decision who gets to make the decision is the important. That's what I'm interested in.
So the last question I have is that given this expansive view of presidential powers, and I think you actually advocate, you say some of the best presidents seized them with gusto, doesn't that assume we have a competent president at the helm? What would be a greater existential threat to the United States? An incompetent president using these powers that you say he has, or terrorists living in caves in Afghanistan flying planes into buildings?
The Constitution doesn't guarantee you're going to have perfect leaders. Right? I mean, the Constitution is like any sort of human invention. I mean, it can have faults, just like people can have faults. But I do think that we've had bad presidents, but they've never been as harmful to the country as what happened on 9/11.
I want to give some other people